Key point 1. Beyond nature and government rules. Here's the life cycle of a typical human. Go to school, study hard, get a good job, and build a family. Continue working, save up for retirement, then wait until you die. There's nothing wrong with this arrangement if you enjoy it, but a lot of people become disinterested a few years into their careers. They feel like the job is sucking away their lives. They rarely have time for friends, family, or any fun activities. They are stuck. Outside of science and law, all rules can be bent or broken, and it doesn't require being unethical. Tim Ferriss. Many people desire to break out of the 9-to-5 prison, but only a few succeed at it. And it all boils down to the fear of the unknown. Who would want to lose their job if there's no tangible hope of getting something better on the scales of time and freedom? The world will be a happier place if people find the courage to pursue their true passions. If you genuinely desire the freedom to live the lifestyle you deserve, then Timothy Ferriss can show you how. The 4-Hour Workweek is a lifestyle design that a millionaire entrepreneur and a podcaster created for his personal life and began teaching others once he successfully tested the effectiveness of his new approach to life. Countless people worldwide have achieved the lifestyle design of their choice simply by understanding and implementing the strategies described here. You're about to join that number. Key point 2. The lifestyle you want is beyond your fears. Timothy Ferriss once had a business that sucked his time away. It was rewarding financially, but he had to work 15 hours daily. This lifestyle was a significant challenge to him at the time because he wanted freedom. After brainstorming for some time, Ferriss realized taking a year's European vacation would help cool his head. But quite expectedly, the fear of losing his business kicked in. Because of that, he shoved away the idea of taking a year-long vacation. He continued wearing himself out working on his business, even though he disliked it. But one day, the light bulb switched on. What would be the worst-case scenario should he take the vacation despite all odds? Many things may go wrong. His business may crash. He may go broke in a strange country. Or even more sinister things could happen. Timothy Ferriss noted all that down. He then thought deeply about possible survival strategies. It dawned on him that he could make a living outside his business. Things would be rough initially, but he could take a menial job and cut down on luxuries, such as eating out. Not too bad. So he took the trip. His vacation lasted 15 months, and surprisingly, his business thrived more in his absence. The story's moral: your fears aren't always as bad as they seem. To live a rich lifestyle, you must master the art of overcoming your fears. Is the fear of the unknown stopping you from significantly changing your life and career? Do you want to change? If yes, pick up a pen and paper and write down all the possible worst-case scenarios and the things you can do to overcome them. Doing this will help create a clear picture for you, and you'll see that you can deal with any outcome possible. There's no difference between a pessimist who says, "Oh, it's hopeless, so don't bother doing anything," and an optimist who says, "Don't bother doing anything. It's going to turn out fine anyway." Either way, nothing happens. Yvon Chouinard, founder of Patagonia. Key point 3. Elimination is the key to productivity. Forget everything that has to do with time management. It's probably the worst productivity advice you've gotten. But the idea of time management, doing more in less time, has kept many people busy without actually moving. Your day may be filled with unimportant tasks that keep you engaged, but this doesn't mean you're productive. Productivity is not always about being busy. To be productive, you must be busy doing what is required. Don't get too lost in filling time with activity and not accomplishing the most important things at the end of the day. As a would-be new rich, or NR, you should be more concerned with being effective than efficient. There's a world of difference between the two. Efficiency is being busy doing stuff that isn't necessarily contributing to your grand goal. But when you're effective, Every task you complete moves you toward your main purpose. For example, you can be busy replying to emails for 3 hours when you could outsource this task at a lower cost and focus on more important activities that will lead you to your end goal. Replying to emails may be a part of your job description, but spending hours on that alone doesn't make you any more efficient. Wherever you are, productivity is essential if NR is the goal. You can incorporate 2 laws into your life to boost your personal and professional productivity: the 80-20 law and the Parkinson's law. Let's start with the first. The 80-20 law or principle states that about 20% of activities account for 80% of the results we get. To put it more practically, as an employee, roughly 20% of your time is responsible for 80% of your office work. No employee is productive 8 hours daily. A good part of that workday is filled with relatively unimportant tasks. Parkinson's law states that a task expands to fill all the time given to complete it. That means we can disguise even the easiest of tasks as complex to prove that they take up a lot of time. Did you know? Distractions at work take up more time than you think. Try staying away from distractions and see how fast you can complete your daily tasks. Key point 4. Work smart, not hard. Outsourcing is the lifeblood of the new rich. Remember that the goal is to be in charge of your life and have others working for you while you focus on the activities that matter most. And as we've reiterated countless times, anyone can do this. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, employee, or student. Outsourcing offers several advantages to businesses, including cost savings, increased efficiency, and access to specialized skills and expertise. Companies can focus on their core competencies and strategic goals by outsourcing non-core functions, such as IT support or accounting. Outsourcing also allows companies to scale their operations quickly and easily without significant capital investment. Additionally, outsourcing can provide access to a global talent pool, enabling companies to tap into specialized skills and knowledge that may not be available in-house. Every task must be well-defined before delegating. You have 2 options when outsourcing. You could use a local or remote virtual assistant, or VA. Ferriss recommends using remote VAs from developing countries like India because the service costs less. Because of the time difference between both countries, you could sleep while your VA is working for you. So let's say you have a presentation to give the following morning. All you need to do is contact your VA early enough and give them clear instructions and a deadline you both can work with. Keep Parkinson's law in mind when doing this. It's essential to provide the most detailed guidelines possible. Remember that people cannot read minds, and you have to talk through all elements of the work you're delegating to get the best result. If things go well, you will wake up to your presentation waiting in your inbox. How awesome is that? It's recommended not to hire an inexperienced or sole VA to avoid any disappointments. Working with a VA organization with a good reputation will save you all the stress of finding a great VA. The most common VA organizations providing remote services are Your Man in India, or YMII, and Brickwork, based in India. Delegating your work will give you more freedom to pursue tasks that demand your attention. For example, you might have wanted to expand your business for some time, but always lacked time to do so. By asking other people for help, you'll improve your efficiency. Other people may also give you an important perspective that could give you new business ideas. Collaborations are crucial for business. No man is an island, and it's natural to ask for help from time to time. Key point 5. Set your income on autopilot. Here's the part you've been waiting for. The secret of all NRs is building a business around a passion and keeping all processes simple and automated, so they can enjoy doing other things. The goal is not business, but fun. The easiest way to get into business and make tons of money is to find a product you can sell to a particular target market. You don't want to spend too much time researching a product or its market, so find a niche you already know well. Look at your past or current experiences and locate a problem your product can solve. When Ferriss created Brain Quicken, his target market was students and athletes. Creating something they would love was easy because he was a student and athlete. Now, don't let the word create scare you. The media have embellished it, but as you will see soon enough, it's easy to create products people will love. And in case the idea of product creation doesn't fascinate you, there are 2 other remarkable ways to get a product for your target market. But before going into those 2 different ways, let's hammer out product creation. After picking a target market and determining their problem, the next step is to create a product to meet this need. If you have a demanding product in mind, you can leverage private labeling. Simply contact experts in the field to manufacture the product to suit your target market. Then stamp your unique label on it. Another option is to create information products. The other 2 ways of getting a product are reselling and licensing. To resell a product is simple. In fact, it's the easiest way to get a product. Just that the profit margin won't always be significant, as there are usually many other people reselling the same product, and probably at lower prices. But reselling is an excellent place to start. If it interests you, there's only one vital step. Contact the manufacturer, negotiate the wholesale price, and you're in business. Key point 6. Turn remote dreams into daily reality. If you've followed all the steps above, particularly if you've started outsourcing and the side business you created with your spare time is beginning to roll in consistent cash, you're near the point where quitting your job is feasible. But first, you'll want to negotiate remote working conditions to test freedom in your lifestyle while still having money for your job. You will need remote work, especially if your business is yet to cater to your financial needs comfortably. Being super productive will make it easier to negotiate remote work. Still, you'll need something more than productivity to accomplish this. You will need a strategy, because it's not always a walk in the park to talk management into allowing you to work from anywhere in the world. Your company's leadership needs to see how working from home will contribute more to the organization than working from the office, and your strategy has to show them that. Let's imagine a person who wants a 4-hour work week and has to convince their boss that this is a good idea. Suppose his name is Sherwood. Because of his plan to negotiate remote work, Sherwood started putting in the effort to increase his productivity and consequently his value to the company. Additionally, he ensured the company invested in him, so it would be hard for them to let him go. Next, he called in sick for 2 days. Sherwood used these days to do his office work remotely. He made sure he performed more than he usually did at the office. He resumed after 2 days and was ready to negotiate remote work. When you're effective in the workplace, you stand a good chance of negotiating better work conditions. He started by asking for 2 remote work days, Monday and Tuesday. He used that approach because it's much easier for his boss to accept 2 days of remote work than all 5 days at once. The result? Sherwood did his best to impress his boss, leveraged his super performance to negotiate 4 days of remote work, and then completed remote work the entire 5 days a week. He's now only required to attend the organization during crucial meetings. You can apply this strategy too. The most important things are your ability to show high competence and reliability. Conclusion. You no longer have to sacrifice your life for a job or business, forgetting that work is simply a means to living and not the goal itself. All the strategies outlined here are targeted at one thing: helping you work to live, not just work for work's sake. Begin your journey into the world of possibilities and adventures by deciding you deserve a better life, wealth, and freedom. Then eliminate all the clutter that will stop you from joining the New Rich or NR League. After that, automate your work and income by outsourcing excess work that can't be eliminated and starting a profitable side business. Depending on your unique situation and personal preferences, achieving the 4-hour workweek balance may take some time. However, you'll speed up your progress if you start taking baby steps and get serious about it. You should enjoy working. You spend most of your life at work, so do something you like. Don't wait until you've achieved your financial goal and ideal work-life balance before you enjoy work and celebrate milestones. Contrary to mainstream belief, achieving your goals will not bring happiness. Learning to enjoy the process will fill you with joy and motivation. So start now. Own your journey. Celebrate your progress. Try this. Decide on the 20% of office tasks that make up 80% of the results you produce as an employee or business owner. Outsource the minor tasks that don't account for much. Then focus your energy on the top 20%.